I wake up and count my blessings. No more worries, no more stressing. With every loss there comes a lesson. Lord, all I'm asking is protection. I wake up and count my blessings.
Greetings, massive. Translation, hello everyone, and welcome to Conversations with me, a random nobody. Hopefully the title has grabbed your attention because when I saw it, it grabbed mine. And because I personally experienced this said topic, I wanted to talk about it on today's episode. But before I get into that, there are some things that I need to take care of first. Well, as you know, my first giveaway that I hosted is officially over and I will be announcing the winner tonight. Okay, well, today, but it is tonight, whatever. So I'm going to get that out of the way first. And our very first giveaway winner is the lucky Ash Bash. I met Ashley a couple months ago. I went to Claire's to get my ears pierced with my cousin. We started talking and I told her about the podcast and she started listening. So she entered the giveaway and I randomly selected a winner and Ashley's name was selected. So congratulations, Ashley. I'm going to be in contact with you for your Cash App and for your address so I can send you those comfy Conversations with a Random Nobody socks. And I wanted to touch on the giveaway just a little bit because it didn't really go the way that I thought it was. And I kind of got discouraged when people didn't participate. And with being a podcaster or doing anything that you're just starting out with, you have to remember the reason why you started. If you are in it to become the most famous person ever or to have the most amazing numbers ever, then you will become discouraged when it doesn't go your way. So with this giveaway in particular, I started getting a little down and question myself like, why did you even do it? No one's going to participate. However, there were several people that did participate, and that's what matters. Those people are the ones who decided to support me in this endeavor, and I appreciate them from the bottom of my heart. So thank you to everyone who participated in my very first giveaway. And congratulations again, Ashley. The last thing I wanted to touch on before I dived into the episode was that with the new year coming, I'm going to be doing some changes to the podcast. I think I've mentioned this before, and I just keep saying it again because I don't want you guys to be surprised when you go to find the podcast and it looks a little different. So I will be changing the artwork come 2021. And I'll also be taking a little break with the new year as well, maybe a week or two. But as that comes closer, I will be sure to fill you guys in. So I'm just going to get right into the episode. I wanted to talk about a couple things before I actually discuss dating while separated. The first being Major Hype. Now, for those who don't know who Major Hype is, he's a comedian based out of New York. He's from the Caribbean. I'm not sure what island he's from, but he does a lot of skits on Jamaicans and Trinis and the Caribbean communities. Very funny, and I've actually attended 2 of his shows. Now, his fiance, wife, ex-girlfriend came out saying that he abused her, and he in turn came out with a sex tape of her. So a lot of drama, as you can see. And I'm sure this topic has died down since last week, but I still wanted to address it because I put my opinion out there. And my opinion was that no matter what the situation, if she cheated or didn't cheat, that did not justify him putting his hands on her. And as the days went on, it proved to show that there was so much more involved in this situation, right? He came out saying that she had all these pictures in her phone and that she was cheating on him and he had evidence and blah, 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 blah. So there was so much more involved than what I thought. And I am not vested that much in either of those humans to dive into all of that because I have my own life to worry about and my own shit going on. You know what I'm saying? So I wish them both the best. But from here on out, I'm just gonna leave people business alone. Leave people business, I mind my own. Translation, I'm gonna mind my own damn business. You know what I'm saying? Because I almost got into an argument with someone that I didn't even know about people that I don't even know. Yeah, that does not make any sense. So I decided that from here on out, I am not going to voice my opinion regarding people that I don't know, right? Celebrities, they could care less about me. So why am I going to be so vested in helping them or supporting them and they don't even know my name? Just doesn't make any sense, right? So yeah, that's that. It's just not worth it. All right, the next thing I wanted to talk about is COVID. Oh my God. When is this thing going to go away? We got people that think it's a hoax, people that don't believe in wearing masks, all of this stuff. And it's just getting so frustrating. It's so annoying because people are not taking it seriously until it knocks on their door. And I can say my daughter, she plays basketball. So they've been having practice, open gym, games, scrimmages. They've been having all of that, right? And in the back of my mind, I'm like, what is it that makes athletes immune to COVID-19? And they're not. I know, right? So why am I sending my daughter to these games, to these practices, knowing full and well that there's a possibility that she could potentially contract the virus? I don't have an answer for that, but I will say that she wants to do it. And I don't want to hold her back from that. I know that there's a chance that she might get it, but am I willing to take that chance? Obviously I am, but I'm really not, but I'm doing it. So yeah, it's kind of confusing. Needless to say, wear your masks, do what is best for you and your family, and keep it moving. The last thing I want to talk about in regards to COVID, what's up with all these Black experts encouraging people, Black people, to get this vaccination? I have never seen so many Black people, Black experts, Black doctors be the face of any vaccination that has come across in this country. But now the faces are very Black, and I don't understand why. It could be, oh, we have this vaccination that we trust a lot, we trust, dearly, and want to offer it to those that are affected most by the virus. Or it could be something else. I don't know, but the fact that they are placing so many Black faces in the forefront of this vaccination just doesn't sit right with me, because never before have you given that opportunity to Black people. So all of a sudden, something ain't right. Something ain't right. And I'ma just wait. A little bit. Like, I'm not gonna be in that first batch. Oh no, I'ma wait. Judge me, call me stupid if you want, but I'm going to see how things play out, right? Okay, so let's get right into the meat of the episode. So I was, of course, scrolling on social media, and on Baller Alert's page, there was a question posed that said, would you date someone that still lived with their ex? And that kind of sparked my attention because it was something that I experienced. Being separated and still dating while still living in the same house as my ex. That was a real thing for me. So I wanted to talk about that today because that was my reality. So dating while separated, that's pretty much a hot topic because there's always that small chance that you're going to get back with your ex. And no matter how much you try to convince the person that you're interested in that it's over between you and them, because they have common sense, it's going to be hard to actually convince them. And then you're going to add living together in the mix. Beer problem that. Translation, that's a lot of drama. And I told you guys that on this podcast, I'm going to be very open. So today, we're going to have a conversation about my dating experience while separated and living with my ex. Now, dating experience and dating life, honestly, it was pretty much non-existent. Now, I, of course, was fine with it. I was ready to explore all the men's, yes, men's, and have some fun. Now, because I was sure of myself and who I'd become over the years, and I knew that beyond a shadow of a doubt, there was no way in hell that I was reconciling with my ex, then those that I met and were interested in should be on the same page, right? Nah, it didn't work like that. After some time in the dating arena, I realized that as much as women don't like drama, men don't like drama either. And I would, exclaim with pride, I'm separated and living with my soon-to-be ex, but don't worry because we're not getting back together. And I'd be left with crickets. Now that I look back, I can understand why. Because there's two types of men out there. And I'm not bashing either kind, but there are those that'll take advantage of a situation, and there are those that will respect you and your situation, even if you don't want them to. And that brings me to my first dating, quote unquote, dating experience while separated. Now, some may consider dating while separated cheating or adultery because, I'm technically still married, but I don't business. Translation, I don't care what you think. Anywho, I met Scott. Names have been changed to protect the innocent. And when we initially met, I didn't tell him that I was married, which I thought was okay because I was separated. And I knew for sure that there was no reconciling that was going to be happening. But for him, it was a big no. However, somehow I convinced him that, it was okay because I was not getting back with my ex. So we started dating, quote unquote. However, he was so uncomfortable with the situation and I couldn't understand why. I would ask him, what's the big deal? I'm not getting back with him. He's like, but Trisha, you're still his wife. You're still this and this and that. And I guess I had to respect that. But because I liked this guy so much, I just couldn't understand what his problem was. How selfish of me. But I guess if I was dating someone and he told me that he was still sleeping in the same bed as his soon-to-be ex-wife, I wouldn't take that easy either. So yeah, Scott, I totally understand where you're coming from. Well, where you were coming from. And I know, I can feel the judgment. You was talking to a guy, separated, but you still sleeping in the bed with your ex. Yes, I was. I was not doing anything with my ex. I was sleeping there because we have children and we were putting up this whole facade that, mommy and daddy were still together. Whatever. Judge your mama. I don't business. Translation, I don't care. So as you can imagine, it was very hard to form a relationship with someone, and Scott just wasn't down for it. And I had to eventually respect that. So we ended up breaking things off, and I was so devastated because I really wanted it to work, but I couldn't be too upset with him because he had morals and values. So it hurt a lot, but what could I do? And as time progressed, I got over it and came across other men that it didn't really bother as much. And we were able to talk and things like that go out, but nothing too serious came from it because in the back of their mind, I'm sure this woman is still married. So it wasn't until I moved out on my own did it really set in and I started getting the response that I thought I wanted. And even though nothing panned out, the guys were more receptive of me because I was actually living in a separate home. Now, I mentioned in an earlier episode about my experience with online dating. And now that I think about it, I wonder if me being separated had something to do with the caliber of men that I came across. Things that make you go, Because honestly, if there's not some super duper connection between two people, what's the point of starting a relationship if you're separated? I just think now that I look back at it, I definitely can understand why some men weren't interested in me anymore. And a friend of mine told me that things were going to work out for me once my divorce was final. She would always say that it's only then that you're going to be free and God is going to send someone your way. But who wants to hear that in the midst of wanting a companion, wanting that someone whom you can go out with and go for a run with and eat all the vegan food with? Who wants to hear, wait? I know I didn't. But nevertheless, I had to wait. What could I do? Force a relationship with someone that didn't want to be with me? Hell to the no. To the no. So if you're out there and you're not sure that if in your in-between time, if you should be dating or not dating, I'd say do it. But make sure you're honest from the jump and respect what you get. Respect the fact that some men are going to take advantage of the situation and some men might not want to be involved in the situation. Either way, you have to respect both outcomes. Now, I've been on the market officially for 3 months, and while the type of men that I've encountered hasn't really changed that much, it feels different now. I feel like I can hope again that I do have a possibility of finding that special someone, because now there's a knowing that they can find me because I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready. There's no more added fear. There's no more, oh my gosh, I have to tell him that I'm separated. Oh my gosh, I have to tell him that I still live with my ex. Oh my gosh, I have to tell him that I'm separated, but I haven't filed for divorce yet. All of these added things I no longer have to worry about because I'm divorced and I am single and I'm ready to mingle. And whoever he is, he better be ready to receive all the love that I have, because I have a lot of love to give. And I am done for this episode, you guys. Dating while separated, yay or nay? Let me know what you think. Drop me a comment on Instagram at Random Nobody Podcast, or you can shoot me an email at randomnobodypodcast@gmail.com. Don't forget to subscribe to my email list at my website, www.conversationswitharandomnobody.com. Oh, there are 2 podcasts that I would love if you guys would check out. One, I was on the Unfiltered by Jade, having a conversation about holiday anxiety. I'll leave that in the show notes, as well as I had an episode on various logs from the past hosted by Richie Rambo. So I'll leave both of those in the show notes, and you can also check out my page as I posted them on my page as well. So if you can check those 2 episodes out after you've listened to this one, since this is the ending, I'd greatly appreciate it. Congratulations again to Ashley, and guys, until next time, walk good. Translation, be safe.
Started from the bottom, look where we end up, on top like Pac. All eyes on us, blessings. No more worries, no more stressing. With every loss there comes a lesson. Lord, all I'm asking is protection. I wake up and count my blessings.